Hey everyone, welcome to Mentorship Matters webinar, Building Foundations for Internship Success. Leadership isn't just about titles, it's about impact, whether you're an aspiring leader or already guiding others in small ways. Mentorship is a skill you can develop now. So today we're going to learn about what makes a great mentor. So it's not just experience, how to lead, guide, and inspire even as a student, and the mentorship mindset that sets future leaders apart. And you don't have to wait until you have a title to start leading. Learn how to mentor, empower, and make an impact today with our Mentorship Matters webinar. All right, our key topics are keywords and definitions, foundational theories and processes, best practices and mentorship processes, coaching models, and knowledge transfer processes. So, since we'll talk more about the processes, it'll provide you a direction of what mentorship looks like. The keywords and definition. Empowerment is not a new concept. We hear it every single time, and it's essentially the process of helping someone become stronger and more confident in their abilities. It's about giving them the tools, training, and knowledge to succeed. And a key part of mentorship, empowerment, is transferring responsibility and authority to the person, allowing them to take ownership of tasks and decisions. But this doesn't happen blindly. It requires proper training and equipping first. And the goal is to build their confidence and capability so they can take initiative and thrive. Now, the second one is mentor. A mentor is someone who guides, supports, and encourages a less experienced individual. And a mentee is a person receiving the guidance and support from a mentor. We can be both a mentor and also a mentee at the same time. And in most corporate organizations, a mentee is someone receiving mentorship from a senior leader with a goal of career growth and advancement. So it could be either yung mga gusto mo promote, this is one of the reasons why they also seek mentorship. And also we have goal setting. When we say goal setting, it isn't just about the outcome. It's about building the right habits and actions to get there. We also have self-reflection. Self-reflection is an emotional skill, thinking about your personal experiences to understand yourself better. It's about taking a step back to understand what worked, what didn't, and to learn from experiences to make better choices. And self reflection helps you pause, process, and push forward with more confidence and clarity. And of course, self reflection is a powerful tool for personal and professional development. Now, let's tackle um, the foundational theories and processes supporting mentorship, which dates back in 2015. And these are psychological empowerment theory, which talks about the theory about empowering people is not just physically, but also psychologically. And then we also have the relational and cultural theory. This theory emphasizes the importance of trusting oneself within a culture and the relationships we build. And then the transformational mentorship model is the mentorship we're in. It's about helping individuals develop new skills, thinking habits, and also behavior. And in here, as a mentor, we're focused on transforming the person from where they are to where they could be and helping them develop new perspectives and behaviors as well. Now, to better understand each of these theories, let's first tackle psychological empowerment theory. So, if you're mentoring someone who's just starting their career, for example, if you become a manager later on, since you're a marketing student, or a business administration student, your goal is to be later on be executives. If you're mentoring someone who's just starting their career or a new role, they may feel uncertain, hesitant, even doubtful about their abilities. With psychological empowerment theory, it tells us that real empowerment comes from within. But as mentors, we can help ignite the process by focusing on these four key areas of the meaning, competence, self determination, and impact. With meaning, people feel empowered when they see that what they're doing matters. So, as a mentor, you help your mentee connect their work to a bigger purpose instead of just saying or giving them things to do or tasks to do. You explain why it's important and how it contributes to the bigger picture. This gives them a sense of value in what they do. With competence, confidence comes from knowing that you have the skills to succeed. But as mentors, you can build this confidence by providing training, feedback, and encouragement. Instead of just correcting mistakes, you guide them, help them practice, and reassure them that growth is part of the process. And also self determination. When in part people feel like they have control over their decision, you as a great mentor doesn't just micromanage, but instead you encourage independence. Rather than giving them all the answers, you ask, what do you think, or how would you approach this? Helping them develop their own problem solving skills. Now, with impact, people stay motivated when they see that their work makes a difference. As a mentor, you can show them the results of their efforts, celebrate their achievements, and remind them that even small contributions matter. Now, here's the thing, a mentee might be highly self driven or skilled, but still struggle to find meaning in what they do. That's where mentorship plays a crucial role, helping them connect their skills and determination to a bigger purpose. And then similarly, someone might be determined to succeed but lacks also the necessary skills. Okay? Here, mentorship can bridge the gap by providing training and guidance, helping them build confidence in their abilities. And each of these four elements, meaning competence, self determination, and impact, they work together. And if one is missing, a mentee may struggle to feel truly empowered. As a mentor should be observant and adaptable, identifying which area needs reinforcement to help their mentees thrive. Now, in relational cultural theory, this emphasizes the importance of building meaningful connections between the mentor and the mentee. This refers, when we say cultural, this refers to the shared values, experiences, and environments that shape a mentee's growth. It recognizes that everyone comes from different backgrounds and perspectives, and effective mentorships adapt to these differences. And mentor isn't just about teaching skills, it's about building strong, meaningful relationships that helps mentees grow. And the relational cultural theory gives us four key areas to focus on. We have the core, the communication, collaboration, and growth. So with core, uh, this emphasizes, or this is the foundation of a good mentor-mentee relationship. It's built on trust, respect, and authenticity, and the mentee needs to feel safe and valued to learn and grow. And of course, we also have communication. Open and honest conversations are key. Mentors should encourage transparent and supportive communication, making sure mentees feel heard and understood. And we also have collaboration. Okay. So in collaboration, mentorship is not one sided, it's about working together, offering guidance, and helping mentees solve problems rather than just giving orders. And of course, we also have growth. In growth, the ultimate goal is to help mentees develop confidence and feel valued in their journey. And a strong mentoring relationship makes learning meaningful and empowers mentees to succeed. That's when growth happens. And there, now we also have the transformation mentorship model. So, can you watch people change in front of you? Yes, transformation is visible in every industry and workplace, but change is a personal choice, and you as a mentor can guide, support, and challenge mentees, but they can force them to change. So, how does change happen? Okay, so of course, we have the foundation, building trust, and setting the stage for growth. Okay, so if you're a mentor, take the time to understand the mentee's goals and challenges. And you also have connection. You establish a meaningful relationship where guidance is accepted. When a mentee who was initially resistant to feedback begins to engage in discussions, right? So there's a connection and growth. It encourages new ways of thinking and skill building when a mentee starts taking initiative instead of waiting for instructions. That's growth, right? And transformation, a complete shift in mindset and behavior. If a mentee who once doubted their abilities now leads with confidence, and the role of the mentor is that you don't dictate change, but you inspire it by showing mentees new perspectives, helping them to develop new skills, and encouraging independent decision making. That's when real transformation happens, when mentees believe in themselves and take action. So, transformation in the mentee from where you found them. Now, let's talk about the best practices for empowerment. So, when mentees are empowered, they are able to make some decisions and be able to do work with less supervision, which makes work easier for both of you. So, how do you empower? You encourage independence. So, you let them take charge, trust them that they can handle tasks and avoid spoon feeding every step of the process. You can either review and coach after the task, come together to evaluate what went well, what could be improved. Use it as a chance to guide and build confidence without micromanaging. And it says here that leadership goes hand in hand with empowerment. When your team can work independently is not a threat, it's a sign of strong leadership. Empowered mentees make smarter decisions, work more efficiently, and reflect positively on the leader, which is you. Okay, once you become a mentor yourself. Now, we also tackle here the core principles of leadership. So, how empowerment is closely linked to leadership. So let's explore the core principles of leadership and mentorship, how guiding, supporting, and inspiring others can create a lasting impact. So first we have idealized influence. So one of the key leadership styles is the idealized influence, where it starts with setting high standards and integrity. It begins with simple things like punctuality. Okay, so as a leader, you should walk the talk. Are you the role model? You set the standards for yourself first before expecting them from others. So are you leading with integrity, or do you have more areas to improve? So sometimes we set high expectations for others, but we fail to live up to them ourselves. So, leadership isn't just about demanding excellence, it's about embodying it. So, before expecting integrity, discipline, or commitment from others, we ask ourselves, are we leading by example? Now, in inspirational motivation, This could look like you as an intern, an entry level, now becoming a leader. You could inspire by sharing your journey, showing that success is built on perseverance and action. Okay. Now let's also talk about intellectual stimulation. So these are when leaders encourage, or you as a mentor, you encourage your mentee to try on new things, to innovate using technologies and tools that will help the mentee thrive in his or her goals. And then we also have individual consideration. You, as a leader, being a mentor, you provide individual support, especially when it comes to mentoring, since if you're mentoring, this is a long term. This could be different individuals, and when it's different individuals, they have unique needs, they have unique strengths, which you're going to provide support in terms of those areas. Now let's also talk about the core principles of participative management. So from the root word participative means involving people in decision-making process, and it has three parts. The participative management in mentorships, it's about involving mentees in decision-making, encouraging open communication, and empowering them to take initiative. It creates a collaborative environment where they feel valued, heard, and motivated to grow. Now, moving on, what is mentorship? So, after we're done with tackling the theories and principles, if applied, it results in transformation and success of the mentee. So it says here that mentorship is a relationship where an experienced person guides someone with less experience, the mentee. And mentorship, if received by the mentee, can help others grow, learn new skills, and build confidence while achieving their goals. Now we have different types of mentoring. We have traditional mentorship, so it's one-on-one. We also have a reverse mentorship where the less experienced individual or people become the mentor for someone more experienced. Now we also have group mentorship. This could be group of employees in an organization learning from other teams within the organization. Okay, we also have virtual mentorship. This involves video conferencing, email, and other remote or hybrid tools to connect and mentor in different locations. We also have peer-to-peer mentorship. If you're a supervisor yourself, you can mentor your co-supervisors as well. Now we also have sponsorship mentoring. So an influential person supports other for organizational advancement. If, for example, your senior leader will sponsor a mentorship program for a less or rank and file employee, could be that way. And you also have onboarding mentorships. It provides new employees with a mentor to learn how the organization runs. So it could be upon onboarding. So a mentor trains someone that is newly onboarded with the organization. Okay, now we talk about who makes the best mentee. So those who are open-minded and receptive, proactive and self-motivated, respectful and have a professional attitude, self-aware and willing to reflect, effective in communication and open and committed and consistent. Let's move on to the key process in mentorship. So number one is we have establishing trust. So, how can we establish trust? We can do that by leading by example. So, if you make a mistake, acknowledge it in front of the mentee. Okay? Validate their feelings. If a mentee is dismissive or resistant, instead of pushing back, acknowledge their perspective. Could also encourage open conversations and show that growth is mutual. Okay, so owning your mistakes as a mentor or as a leader. It creates a safe space for dialogue. Mentors can break down resistance and build trust, mutual respect, and engagement with their mentees. So we also have a goal setting component, for example, in meetings. So we set clear agendas. Each meeting should have a purpose. Example could be progress check, problem solving, and the next steps. We could review progress, discuss what has been achieved since the last meeting and identify gaps, address roadblocks, focus on solving challenges rather than just reporting issues, assign action items. So every meeting should end with clear next steps and who is responsible. Follow-up could ensure that previous action items are checked in the next meeting to maintain accountability. So it's not just meeting, it's about meeting with intention and measurable progress. And also could also do retrospection. Also have skill development. So it's another key process of mentorship. And how do we do that? So we evaluate skills, we identify what the mentee already knows and what they need to improve, provide opportunities, give real world tasks or exercises to practice and apply new skills, offer feedback, regularly review progress, give constructive input, and encourage self reflection. Now, with self reflection, we can gather feedback, start with check ins on recent experiences. Now, let's also talk about the empowerment processes. So, we have the key processes in empowerment. So, in terms of gathering feedback, you start with check ins on recent experiences. You ask self reflecting questions about progress. You introduce the start, stop, continue format, and you summarize the critical points, which ensures clarity. A feedback session summarizing key points helps everyone stay aligned and confirming the next steps because people need direction after receiving feedback. So, what's the next step? Keeps the momentum going. And of course, ask for suggestion. Okay. Uh, True leadership means being open to learning, even from those with less experience. And asking them, your mentee, for suggestions shows humility and builds confidence. Now, also have setting clear expectations and boundaries. Using leadership styles with mentees. You could clarify upcoming goals and objectives, define the mentee's current responsibilities, because sometimes people thrive when they understand their role, and you as a mentor must ensure that mentees know what's expected without feeling overwhelmed. Discuss how conflicts and misunderstanding will be handled. So everyone handles conflict differently, and setting a structure for resolving issues helps prevent small misunderstanding from turning into big problems. Okay, discuss how progress in the next session will be measured. So, setting clear expectations removes uncertainty and builds trust. And people who perform better when they know what's expected, they they know how to handle challenges and how their growth will be measured. So we also have providing necessary resources and training. So how do you do that? So you connect the mentee to training and resources. Um, as a leader, you don't just expect people to succeed, but you equip them with the right tools and training to do so. And equipping mentees with the skills they lack. Provide hands-on learning opportunities. Some mentees learn best through experience rather than theory. So leaders should match training with real world application to maximize learning. Of course, and encourage continuous learning as well. So, providing training and resources isn't just about handing out tools, it's about ensuring mentees are fully prepared to grow, to contribute, and to succeed. And your role as a mentor is to open doors to learning opportunities and guide mentees toward mastery. Now, we also have recognize and reward autonomy. Um, you could do this by public recognition, acknowledging good work openly, reinforcing high standards, private praise, and specific feedback. Some mentees thrive with one-on-one feedback rather than public recognition. So you should be able to identify what uh what what mentees would rather prefer. Okay, so could also celebration of their milestone. So even if it's a small win, it leads to big growth in the long run. So acknowledge progress so that the mentee keeps engaged. Okay. And it could also be delegating more tasks. So trusting mentees with more bigger tasks shows that you believe in their abilities. And ownership of projects. Um, you as a mentor create future leaders. How do you do that? By giving mentees ownership over meaningful tasks that they can take, that they can make, or that empowers them to make decisions and take responsibility. Inviting input on decisions, offering additional trainings or certification, leadership development opportunities, flexible work or project-based autonomy, bonuses, celebration of growth with peers, and a lot of those things. If we just um, be creative as a leader or as a mentor, and recognizing autonomy isn't just about giving praise. It's about again empowering mentees to take initiative, trust their abilities, and see their growth rewarded. And a mentor's role, your role when you become mentors, is to nurture confidence, provide opportunities, and celebrate every step of the progress. Right? So, there. Now, let's move on to the challenges in mentorship. So, sometimes it's hard to find a good match of a mentor mentee relationship because of trust. So, again, when it comes to building foundations, number one, we have trust building, or also time commitment. Some mentors or a mentee can allot time within the mentorship program. These could be the challenges. We also have communication. The mentor or the mentee is doing it from a distance. So those are the challenges in mentorship. So now we're going to talk about the coaching models. You have the grow model, clear model, Oscar, and scale model. So first let's talk about the grow model. So in grow model, which stands for goal, reality, options, and will, the grow model helps structure coaching conversations by guiding individuals through setting a goal, understanding the current reality, exploring options, and then committing to an action plan. So when a mentee wants to improve, for example, their writing skills for the company blog, the mentee shares that they have written a few articles but they lack that. So the mentor suggests reading more industry articles or practicing writing daily or attending writing workshops. So with Will, the intern commits to writing at least one article per week and attending a writing webinar next month. Now we also have the clear coaching model. So in clear coaching model, it stands for contracting, listen, explore, act, and review. The clear model emphasizes creating a contract or an agreement between the coach and the mentee and listening deeply to their concerns, exploring options, taking action, and reviewing the progress. So at the beginning of the mentorship, the mentor and mentee agree on performance expectations, communication, and goals. The mentor listens carefully to the mentee's concerns about balancing multiple projects. And the mentor asks questions like, what resources or what support do you need to manage this task? And the mentee decides to organize their schedule. They act. So they schedule better and ask for help prioritizing tasks when needed. And the review at the end of the month, the mentor and the mentee review whether the mentee has met deadlines and feels more confidence in task management. Now we also have in Oscar it stands for observation, situation, choices, action, and review. So in Oscar focuses on gaining a clear understanding of the current situation, exploring choices, making decisions, and reviewing progress to ensure continuous improvement. So, in observation, the mentor observes that the mentee often struggles with meeting deadlines, for example. And in the situation, the mentee shares that they get distracted by other tasks and feel overwhelmed. And in choices, the mentor offers options, breaking tasks into smaller steps, setting clear priorities, or using a time management tool. Now, when it comes to action, the mentee decides to use a task tracker and set daily goals for the next week. And then they review. After a week, the mentor reviews the mentee's progress. Um, you could offer feedback on whether the task tracker helped and if deadlines were met. And lastly, we have the scale coaching model. So in scale coaching model, it focuses on assessing the situation, exploring choices, taking action, learning the process, and evaluating the outcome. So when it comes to the situation, the mentee is facing difficulty managing, for example, client communication and has missed a few important follow-ups. Now, with choice, the mentor helps the intern explore possible options using, for example, a CRM tool, setting reminders, or seeking advice from senior team members. The action, the mentee decides to implement the CRM tool and set weekly reminders for follow up. So those are just examples. And the interns learn or the mentee learn to be more proactive and organized in managing client communication and evaluation at the end of the month. The mentor and the mentee evaluate whether using the CRM tool has improved the interns or the mentee's communication efficiency. Okay, there. So those are the different um, coaching models that we have. We have the Grow model, Clear model, Oscar, and then also the scale. Now, at the end of the mentorship, of course, is the knowledge transfer. So there are four processes. Number one is to identify the knowledge to share. So pinpoint the key insights, skills, or experiences that will provide the most value for your mentee. Next is to organize knowledge sharing sessions. So as a mentor, you need to structure the information in a clear, engaging, and actionable format. So how will be the knowledge sharing session would look like. Okay, now we also have use the knowledge transfer tools, leverage presentations, discussions, or other digital resources to make learning effective. And lastly, Evaluate the success of the transfer, gather feedback, and measure understanding to ensure that knowledge sticks. That concludes the Mentorship Matters webinar. I hope this session gave you a clearer perspective on what mentorship is and why it matters, not just in leadership, but in everyday life. Mentorship isn't about having all the answers, it's about guiding, inspiring, and creating impact through shared experiences. Whether you're a student or an aspiring leader, you can start mentoring now by simply helping others grow. And the best mentors are always learning, always listening, and always leading by example. So go out there, be the mentor you wish you had, and make a difference. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.